My friend asked me to help him with his Galaxy 7 Edge. Just like this broken case, the phone has seen better days. The battery is nearly dead and won't power on, and the back of the phone is shattered and needs to be replaced. It's also shedding glass everywhere, which is never fun. So today I'm going to try to replace the battery and fix the back of a broken Galaxy Edge. Let's go! To tear down the Galaxy S7 Edge, I'm going to use these tools by Bonafide Hardware. This is my favorite toolkit and it works great. The first thing to do when tearing down a phone is to power it off, then take out the SIM card. The SIM tray on the Galaxy Edge is located on the top and can be ejected using a paper clip or the SIM tray tool. With that out, I next get a blow dryer or a heat gun and get it hot enough so that it melts the glue around the outside. I don't want to damage the internals, but it does need to be very hot. Using a suction cup to lift up, I go around the outside with a guitar pick spudger tool. There's glue around the entire outside of the phone as it helps keep it waterproof. Be very careful of any nicks or cracks, or else the back will shatter when you lift up on it. I've gone around the outside with my pry tool, and when I pull it apart, it's still stuck together in the top left corner. I took too much time pulling it apart, so I'm going to use a heat gun to reheat the glue. Once that's done, it makes tearing it apart much easier. It's a good idea to heat it up several times if needed. With the back separated from the glue, I can take it off and set it aside, and can now start with the teardown of the phone. There are 3 plastic panels that cover the internals of the phone. These 12 screws around the outside hold down the plastic panels and need to be removed. These screws are all the same size, but are very small, so I recommend using a mat or a bowl to place them so they don't get lost. With the screws removed, I can now take out the 3 panels. You'll notice that the middle one has a big circle in it, which is actually the wireless charging coil. This bottom piece is the speaker and can also be removed. I then took a closer look at the camera and motherboard to make sure nothing was damaged and they looked good. I then disconnected this ribbon cable, which fed power from the battery to the motherboard. With that disconnected, let's now unbox the new battery. At first glance, this looks like an unholy yellow abomination, but it actually had very high reviews. Remember, it's on the inside what counts. To loosen the glue, I heated the battery. Heating it up slightly made it much easier to remove. I was careful not to heat it up too much to avoid damaging the exposed battery and screen. Also be very careful not to puncture the battery when taking it out. The battery was fairly soft and malleable, which is a sign that it's going bad and needs to be replaced. Because I heated up the phone, the glue is still intact and can be used to hold down the new battery. If the glue happened to come undone or was not usable, this battery pack came with these 2 tabs that I can place underneath the battery to help remove it later. I'm ready now to place this yellow homunculus. There is a little extra space where the battery goes, so make sure to leave enough room on the top so the ribbon cable can attach. With the battery connected, let's power it on to make sure everything's working properly. And that's a win. It powered up correctly, so let's put the new back on. However, when I was putting the phone down, I could see that there were shards of glass all over the table. I cleaned those up and was now able to put the phone back together. I ordered this back plate from Sell for Less. I'll have this exact one linked below. Just make sure when you're purchasing a back plate that it also includes the adhesive layer. Having the new adhesive layer is important as it most likely came off when you removed the back plate when you first opened up the phone. Carefully align it by using the camera and flash lens as a guide. Once it's aligned, firmly push it down and seal the glue by going around the outside edge. The new back panel looks great, especially when compared with the old one. Luckily for us, the frame wasn't bent when the back panel broke. If the frame is bent, it's very difficult to align a glass back to the phone. Now that it's put back together, let's throw in the SIM card and make sure that everything works correctly. And that's a win. Once it powered up, I made sure everything worked correctly and that there were no other issues. Everything works great, and I'm very pleased with this repair. I'm happy I could help my friend out, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.